UWIANO Platform for Peace, which brings together the National Cohesion and Integration Commission (NCIC), the National Steering Committee on Peace Building and Conflict Management (NSC), and PeaceNet Kenya, is a partnership formed with support of the United Nations Development Programme (UNDP) to enhance peaceful coexistence amongst Kenyans before, during and after the August 4th constitutional referendum.
UWIANO Platform for Peace is a partnership of about 4 organizations, and it is a partnership which was meant to undertake issues of peace around the referendum.
What we've done in Kenya is path-breaking. It's really groundbreaking that the state can come together on an equal footing with civil society and statutory commissions in a preventive capacity to anticipate the potential occurrence of conflict and violence, to analyze conflict factors and to develop a mechanism for responding to them before they occur.
The platform held 8 regional consultative forums to map out hotspots and divisive issues to inform the development of an early warning and early response mechanism. On July 14, 2010, the partner organizations launched UWIANO Platform for Peace with an overriding theme, Chagua Kenya, Chagua Amani. In a record period of 1 month, UWIANO Platform for Peace received over 20,000 messages of peace and conflict alerts from Kenyans who interacted with the platform through a shortcode number 6397. These messages were processed for action at the nerve center of the UWIANO partner organizations, where they were triaged into one of the 6 categories, namely informative, threat, positive message, hate speech, coded message, and incitement to violence.
For the first time, we give Kenyans a chance to make sure, to make sure that no one really did activities or did things that were likely to harm the peace that we have enjoyed in the last 2.5 years. But much more important also to make sure that we have a peaceful referendum.
On August 3, 2010, UWIANO Platform for Peace held a peace vigil at KICC where Kenyans were called upon to maintain peace on the voting day. The climax of the event was a candle-lighting ceremony and observing of the moment of peace by not just those who attended the event, but the larger Kenyan community who were following the proceedings live on TV.
Partners in the UWIANO Platform for Peace launched this pioneer conflict prevention initiative in Kenya at a critical time in its history. A high-stakes and polarizing referendum was due in 2 months. Across the country, tension was evident. Weighing enormity of the challenge, the president had urged for peace and warned against incitement during the Madaraka Day celebrations on June the 1st. There was hindsight to this declaration by the president. Just 2 years earlier in 2007, Kenyans witnessed the worst election-related crisis in its history. At the time the UWIANO Platform for Peace was publicly unveiled, the United Nations Office was the coordination of humanitarian affairs, was leading the humanitarian intervention community in Kenya to build a response framework.
In July 2010, PeaceNet Kenya, the National Cohesion and Integration Commission, National Steering Committee on Peace Building and Conflict Management, with support from UNDP, launched the UWIANO Platform for Peace. To focus on the conflict prevention for a peaceful referendum, the theme of the project was aptly titled Chagua Kenya, Chagua Amani. That is to say, choose Kenya, choose peace.
Across the country, peace structures bringing together government, civil society and religious actors were revamped and given more impetus. 8 regional forums to introduce UWIANO to peace actors at the community level produced the most widespread presence of any peace initiative in Kenya.
We had a mechanism for early warning, giving us early signals, and also we had a system of early intervention. And this is where we involved the police in some cases. We also involved the communities or the community mediators as well, and people who are mobilizers at that level who are respected by the community, so that they could make certain interventions whenever there was some tension or some indication of possibilities of violence in a particular area.
documenting and reporting peace events and tensions within their communities. The effectiveness of this monitoring team was evident. Prominent politicians in the conflict hotspots came out in the open, brandishing their own recording equipment, if only to deflate the public pressure against those advocating hate within communities.
The DPC, when we were working around, we picked the members, so we sat down, we worked on our work plan, and then we were considering the referendum. So we talked to the PC, we talked to the DC. Our main aim was to carry on some of the peace battles, just to urge the community how they could vote. Because in Kisumu, as I had said before, you don't know basically what happened during this chaos.
Ripoti nimekuwa nikituma huko, mpaka sasa ripoti hizo nimezihifadhi, ziko kwa simu yangu, ziko kwa kitabu changu. Na nilipokuwa nikiwatumia zile ripoti, walikuwa wanarespond kwa njia nzuri sana.
The moral consciousness provided by UWIANO on the referendum eve was again needed during the voting and the tallying of results at the National Tallying Center. UWIANO tent became the peace barometer for the country. The country's interim independent electoral commission relied on UWIANO platform to gauge the mood of the nation during the voting and throughout the tallying process. Often the chairman of the electoral commission would update the nation during his press briefing session on the state of peace using peace reports provided by the UWIANO platform for peace.
With the new constitution now in place, the UWIANO platform need not rest and assume that the country has averted a repeat of the kind of bloodletting witnessed in early 2008.
I urge Kenyans to be aware that the challenge in implementing the new constitution belongs to all of us.
Congratulations to a new Kenya. We chose Kenya. We chose peace.
Chagua Kenya, chagua amani.